Hi everyone, it's Annette and Matteo. We are back with some results from our 2 rounds of the 369 liver cleanse from the medical medium. So thanks for joining us. Matteo, I'm going to have him say a few words quickly before he goes into his math tutoring session. So, Matteo, what do you have to say about
Rumble.
The
Rumble.
The 369
Rumble.
cleanse.
Rumble.
Rumble? Okay. I
Rumble.
am S-O-H-A-P-P happy. I
Medical medium.
medical medium G-R-O-U find it P-I-N-E. I'm so happy we're a medical medium groupie. Okay, go ahead, babe. So how did you feel on the diet, or eating this way? Won't call it a diet, on the cleanse. I F-E-L felt G-R-E-A. I felt great. Anyway, he felt great eating this way. We've talked about it a lot. Yeah, we're on this new journey and it's been awesome. I think for us, we kind of breezed through it. The detox symptoms that we felt were mostly a heightening of the symptoms we already had. So, for example, Matteo has acne, as you may have noticed. We've been doing the lifestyle, I'm going to say 80%, including the detox smoothie, the celery juice, the lemon water, everything, since the beginning of December. And then our first cleanse was January 5th for 9 days. Then we had a 5-day break and we did it again. So we just finished a week ago. And by the beginning of January, his acne was really clearing up already. So the detox symptoms in that regard weren't severe at all. In fact, I was thrilled that the acne was going away. And then when we did the cleanse, it just all over the place, his back, his neck, and I know that actually is a good thing, so I'm going with that. For me, I get eczema in weird spots on my fingers, and it's just between like certain fingers. It's really weird, but it itches almost like I have to do this to satisfy the itch. It's not like a skin itch, it's more like a nerve itch almost. And no one's ever been able to tell me what that is, but
That was fun.
Yeah,
I went.
good. Come on back. But anyway, so that's been a lot more severe for me because of my detoxing.
I don't know.
Okay, want to hear more from him? Here we go.
We're hanging out.
I F-E-L felt
R. Really?
okay.
H. A. Happy. I. N. M. Y. In my.
T
U. N.
M N
Y.
I
I felt in my tummy.
I felt really happy in my tummy. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of gas, you know. I think we're eating a lot of the asparagus and Brussels sprouts. So, but that's all good too. It's clearing everything out, and we really didn't, you know, I've heard, oh, you're gonna be, you know, on your back. You're not gonna want to move the last day. The 9th day is really hard because there's no food. It's just liquids. We just loved it because it's all the fruit. Oh my gosh, it's like dessert all day long, right? When you get used to it. Yeah, so it's been wonderful. So I can't say enough about it. So we're continuing on the journey. Matteo obviously has autism, and definitely heavy metal detox is what we're all about. And I do understand we've got to get at the liver first and really kind of pave the way to let the liver let go of these heavy metals, as well as the brain to let go of these heavy metals. And I know we have a lot of work to do, and Matteo is 15, and so I'm trying to get as much of these heavy metals out of him by the time he does turn 18. As Anthony mentioned in the book, it makes sense because the hemispheres of the brain are coming together during puberty, and whatever we don't get out of that canal between the two hemispheres of the brain is going to be stuck in there. And so I do want to eliminate as much as possible. I'm a little confused on a couple things going forward, if you want to know the truth. We're gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, no corn canola oil. A little confused about chocolate. If there's cacao, I wonder if we can use that in cooking and some recipes, just maybe for a cookie or a treat or something, if we can just take out the flour and replace it with a cassava flour or potato flour or something like that. As long as we don't use eggs, we can use egg substitute in the cooking, but I don't know if we can add chocolate. So if anyone knows, I would love to hear from you below. That would be really helpful. It is something that we both kind of miss, and it doesn't have to be every day, but certainly would be nice to be able to have a little treat every now and then, because honestly, dealing with the autism part is more challenging because of the impulsiveness and the OCD. So it's hard for Matteo and I to live our life in society where there's always treats around. Like if we go to church, there's the social time afterwards. There's always treats there. And seriously, we can't go to church and just walk out, because that's not what happens, right? With OCD, it's the pattern. It's ingrained. That's what's going to happen. So when we were doing the cleanse, we couldn't go to church. And things like that. So my other question is, what if we're great the rest of the week on the protocol, but there's a couple times in public where he gets a hold of a cookie that has gluten in it or sugar in it or whatever? Do we just go home and slam a bunch of celery juice? Would that help? What can we do to get rid of that? So if anyone knows these things, I would love to hear from you. Or anyone knows how to kind of help us get through this next part as we settle into the lifestyle. I've got all the books, read all the books, doing the heavy detox supplements, the smoothie. We're going to up it to celery juice twice a day, and we're about to have our second round. I know we're trying to wait an hour and a half to let our food digest from lunch. So anyway, we're having a great time. I'm telling you, it's do you see my fruit stand? See? Oh, it's been the best thing. I have counter space again. I don't know what else to say, but thanks for watching, and I'll keep you posted. Matteo's language. Oh, that's the thing we noticed, by the way, these past 2 months. Language is starting to come. He'll say like an entire sentence out of the blue that, he's never said that before, right? So there's bursts of these entire new spontaneous sentences that actually make sense and are appropriate for the situation. So we're thrilled about that. What else? I think his anxiety, for the most part, that's huge, you guys, huge. If any of you are parents of kids with anxiety or autism or OCD or whatever, the biggest thing that has helped, and Matteo just did a video on his YouTube channel about this. If you want to Google that at Matteo Musso Official, Matteo Musso Official. The posting from today, this Monday, the 4th of February, is all about anxiety and what's helped the most. And he does refer to food and eating every hour and a half, having fruit every hour and a half has been so awesome for him. And I'll tell you, if I miss it, there's a huge difference. I can just see the anxiety start to build. Try it with your kids. Do not fear the fruit. Please read these books by Anthony William, The Medical Medium. Do not fear the fruit for your kids. It's glucose. It's the good stuff. The brain needs it every hour and a half. He says every organ needs it to function. Every organ needs it to absorb the nutrients. It must have glucose. Your body needs it, or it just simply isn't. It's missing a huge, huge cog in the machine. You just have to have the glucose. So please separate that from sugar. It is not refined sugar. That's completely different. So my other concern, and if you know about this too, I lost 9 pounds the first round. I was thrilled about that. But the second round, I only lost 1 pound. And seriously, for me to cut out coffee, cut out wine, cut out the gluten, everything else that goes along with that, just stayed on the plan perfectly. 1 pound. Now, after that, I got rid of my scale because I'm not gonna go back to that. I feel so much better when I eat like this, so I know it's the right thing to be doing. But I do want to lose about 40 pounds, so I don't know why that's not really happening. The only thing I can think of is that maybe I'm eating too much, even though it's all the good stuff. Maybe it's just too much. So if you can give me a heads up on that too, if you know, I'd appreciate it. I'm sticking with it. I think I'm just going to cut back though in everyday life. Now I'm just going to cut back because during the cleanse the salads are they're just huge, and he wants you eating tons of these vegetables and stuff, but maybe we're not supposed to continue that way the rest of our lives, and I need to get the portions back to a normal, more humane type of size. Anyway, let me know if you have any of this information to share. In the meantime, we'll get back to you. Check out more on Mondays with Matteo on YouTube if you want to hear from him more, and we'll talk to you later. We'll check in again. Bye-bye. Oh, we're going to do the 28-day cleanse starting in March. So, wish us luck. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.